Good Monday morning. We might need to start this broadcast by saying put another log on the fire. Depending upon where you are this morning, it's either at or a little bit below freezing as we wake up, and the temperature will double before it's over. Looking for a high of 65 today as temperatures range this morning. Keyfield reporting 33, NAS Meridian showing 30, and the further north you go, below that. We'll get into the temperatures, and maybe you've got yours already reading at your house of what it is. I forgot to look at mine in the window before I came to the studio. But chilly outside, widespread frost, so plan that in your day. Don't just jump in your car expecting that you can see to go out. You'll have that little teeny beeny hole trying to see out and drive. Never safe to do that. So plan a little bit ahead today. Make sure that you're prepared for what's on your windshield when you go outside. How are you? Weekend seemed to go by really fast, didn't it? We had some bad weather over the weekend. As we look at the death tolls, and we'll get at this more in detail with the morning show at 8. But as of right now, I'm understanding it's 94 deaths from the largest tornado that has ever struck Kentucky, and maybe the longest continuous running tornado ever recorded in American history. It'll take them weeks to figure that part out, but 94 people are dead. Mississippi did get one small tornado to Tishomingo County. I don't think there was much damage, but one did spin off of that. We come off very lucky out of all of this, and it was just due north of us. The further north you went, the worse that was. I believe 7 confirmed tornadoes in Tennessee as well. So it was widespread damage across multiple states. If you've seen any of that with the Amazon workers, the candle factory where all that was hit, and the countless homes that are now gone. And we'll start learning more and more about who was taken during this storm and who was spared as the media digs deep into this. Such a sad time. As I've always said, when we're in this, and November and December are very big tornadic activity months. Be prepared on this. Have a plan. If they say it's going to be bad weather, know where you're going to go. That could happen to us just as easily as it happened in these other states. Whether you get a tornado shelter or you go to where one is, make absolutely sure that you've got a plan. Now, we don't have any bad weather expected this week. We'll look into the forecast here in just a moment and look at this. As we look at some headlines this morning, I don't think anybody that was or watches Fox News is going to be heartbroken by the news that we found out yesterday morning. Chris Wallace leaving the network to pursue, and yes, you guessed it before, you didn't have to read the next line where he was going. CNN is where he was going. Not liked by many that liked the network. Didn't like Trump. Just didn't seem to align with what the viewers had. He'd been there 18 years. But I think most Americans who watched that network felt it was time for him to, well, it was overdue, I think is the word I'm looking for. That's some of the news there that happened over the weekend. As we look at, we mentioned, going through some headlines there. Snow predicted for California. I was watching some videos a while ago out of California, the northern portions there. And you don't think of California with snow, but 8 feet of snow predicted for them. It was Highway Patrol helping rigs up and down hills. California, it does have mountains in it. We just don't always realize that. Shots rang out last night in Los Angeles as the Hollywood Walk of Fame. A famous, and nothing short of, I guess, a Spanish singer had passed away, and people were paying tribute to him at the Hollywood Walk of Fame where he had his star, and shots rang out. I think 7 shots were fired. The guy was captured. No one was seriously hurt, but it did put a scare into everybody. That's a few of the headlines across America this morning, and we've got lots more coming up beginning at 8. Join us for all the latest news locally and what's going on nationally. Shots did ring out last night in Meridian. We had some shots reported at 31st Place, the 6300 block of that area last night. Try to get more details on that. Tell you more about it coming up at 8 o'clock. All that's on the way. So make sure to join us. I hope you will. We'll be back in just a moment as we'll dig deeper into the forecast and let you know exactly what's going on. That's up and coming here in a moment with Scotty Ray's weather. The Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville are passing along these great savings. Fresh tomatoes, 4-pound pack, $1.79. Starkist tuna, 79 cents for a 5-ounce can. Fresh cuties, a 3-pound bag, only $6.99. 12-pack Coca-Cola products, 2 for $10. Kraft Mac and Cheese, 7.25 ounce, only $1. And certified Angus beef T-bone steak family pack, $9.99 a pound.
And we're down home, down the street, Piggly Wiggly.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
As we go to our record highs, our record lows of today, 1931, it was a warm 81 degrees. Now, 62 was long before I came along, but boy, plumbers must have had a heyday in fixing pipes. 1962, the record low was 4 degrees on this day. You don't realize it gets that cold in this area, but 1962, it sure did. As we look for today's forecast, more than doubling as we wait for a high of 65 later today, but it'll be sunshine. 62 Columbus as we go up through the Delta, 64 over to Vicksburg for 67 there at the river as we go due south. Natchez 67 and Hattiesburg toward the coast will make it about 68, 69 degrees there, but sunshine everywhere. Nice day in store for us. Let's go to Alabama and see what we've got there. 63 in Demopolis for highs. We'll go up through Livingston. We'll get 65. And as the further north you go, it'll be cooler. Hamilton, Alabama, 59. As we go to the south end of the state, Montgomery looks to be 65 today. Now, this is what is expected. All of this area here over the last week or two has been extremely hot. Now, the hot weather is not gone yet, as you'll still see that from Mississippi, mostly Louisiana there, a little bit in Texas, all across Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, scorching into the Carolinas and Florida as well. Just hot, hot, hot. So the hot weather not quite over. We'll hit normal temperatures and then maybe a cold front eventually making it. As we do our breakdown each day of what's going to happen, let's give that to you of what to expect this week. As today rolls in, we got some patchy fog in areas this morning, but widespread frost everywhere, as I mentioned this a moment ago. That should start fading away after 8 o'clock, but make sure to clean that windshield, whatever you do, letting your car warm up, or if you have de-icer to get rid of that, make sure to do that. High of 65. Tonight, more fog. It'll roll in after 2 a.m. if you're an early riser that gets up before daylight and head somewhere. 45 for a low tonight. It's not near as cold tonight. Even warmer tomorrow night. As we look to Tuesday, 68 our high. We'll get down to 50 Tuesday night. As the week progresses on, Wednesday, 73. Look at this, 75 by Friday. And then we'll start seeing a little bit cooling coming up over the weekend as we'll see 67 and then Sunday 58. But we've got those rain chances bringing those temperatures down as we look at that. Now let's go ahead and go past Christmas here and see what we've got going on. This is through December the 26th. Basically 60s by the time we reach Christmas Day, we've got a chance of showers there. 65 for high. It'll be perfect for St. Nick on Christmas Eve. With a high of 65 as well. Pleasant weather, but who thinks that feels like Christmas? I don't. 65 and sunny on Christmas Eve, and then those rain chances roll in on Christmas Day. And it looks like it'll be with us for a few days. Now, we're still a few days out from that as we do the countdown to Christmas, but that's in the forecast. We'll watch it closely as we get closer and closer to that. Coming up this morning, don't forget, we'll be drawing for the free mount from Jay's Taxidermy. If you entered a deer last week, be listening up. We're going to put all the names in I got a cookie jar. That's what we use. We'll dig down to the cookie jar and come out with the name of the winner. That'll be during the 8 o'clock show. Plus, we'll talk about who won the Battle of the Bucks this past week, who had the best prize, who had the best deer. We'll tell you all about that and how you can enter. So what's deer hunting today? How good is it? As we go to this, it says, it's average today. The best times to be out is going to be one of those lunchtime hunts, more or less, from 9 a.m. until 11 o'clock. I've never been one to be disciplined enough to do that. But that's the best times to hunt today. The winds, calm. It looks like it today could be coming southeast around 5 miles an hour if you're going to be out up a tree at some point today. But that's an outlook of deer hunting. Average, not great. It's going to be warming up. Almost feel like they're at daylight the best time, but they put it at 9 till 11 if you're going to be out in the bushes today hunting. So check that out. Maybe you can do that. Let's go to radar. Let's talk about this and look at a few of the temperatures of what we've got. As we said, cold right now. As we pull up radar, we're showing at Key Field, 33 degrees, but as you go northward there to NAS Meridian, we're showing 30. Columbus Air Force Base shows a cool 28 degrees, Tupelo 31. As we get right at the Tennessee line there, 28 degrees. As we go over to Jackson, it's showing 33. And as we go south, 36 there in Hattiesburg on the Mississippi Gulf Coast this morning, 46 at Gulfport. As we move across here, we're showing 32 freezing at Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Montgomery checking in at 37 as we dance around Oxford, Alabama, 38 this morning. As we come back across into Louisiana, we'll go over to, where's it, Shreveport, sitting in at 37 this morning. Monroe, 34, some degrees like that. Into the 40s out in Texas, so not as cool there. But nothing major showing up. We do have a little bit of fog popping up here in Alabama around Birmingham. As you go into the Johnson City, Asheville, North Carolina area there, we got some fog there. Let's turn this off where we can see a little bit better here across the nation of the weather that we've got. Nationwide, out in these areas here, high wind watch. Omaha, Nebraska, Kansas City, those areas, Albuquerque. Let's see if, as always, up this East Coast here, Seattle. I'm telling you, I never checked that area that it's not raining. A few showers there in Sacramento, and we've got that snow out here. Look at that. Also, be thankful you're not in Montana this morning. Let's just do a check there. Right now, 29 degrees in, Beaverton, Montana. As we come across here, let's just see. Columbia Falls is 27. I'm sure that there's areas colder than that. 18, Turnbridge, North Dakota. South Dakota, let's just, 21. Yep, I'm glad I'm here. How about y'all? As we celebrate just being at the freezing degree mark. But Florida, boy, that really has a total difference. 63 in Kissimmee, Florida this morning. So temperatures vary across the United States. No major weather events happening right now. That's a quick glance across the United States of what's happening today. It looks to be a real good day. That's what we're hoping for anyway. As we say some good mornings there, let's see, listening from Dallas, Texas, Total Dad, who joins us on Twitch there. Thank you for watching. We appreciate that. Reggie McKee joins us. Sandy Johnson, watching from Marion today. Thank you there. Out in Walnut, Brian McCary. How are you today? Miss Gail Gafford up. Let's see here. As we go to Miss Karina Jones. How are you? LaWanda Grantham is up. Oh, and you remember back in 62, apparently Wanda does, when it was 4 degrees on this date. That was cold. It would still be about 6 years before I come along. 5 years there. Yeah, actually 5 years before I would come along. Whew, what a cold day. I don't remember it being that cold lately. As we learned from the White House this weekend, they're blaming the tornado on climate. I think we've had these forever. I think it has anything to do with it. It's just one of those things that Mother Nature does. But they got to blame somebody, so they're blaming it on climate control so they can pass other things. Janice Bounds, good morning. How are you? Terry Clark is up. Baby, it's cold outside. That was a great song, too, and it is cold. Joyce Snowden Godwin joins us. How are you? 26 degrees, she says, in Murfreesboro, Tennessee this morning. Y'all had a little bit of bad weather roll through there as well in Murfreesboro. Glad y'all are okay. Jimmy Slay is up. Good riddance. And I would have to say that you're probably referring to Chris Wallace. I think a lot of people feel that way. He just didn't fit the narrative of where he was. Didn't seem it anyway, did it? Denise Burnside is up along with Barbara Smith. Also, Joy Robinson, Flora Overstreet, Bree Packer, and Miss Jean McDonald. How are you watching from the Clarkdale community? Always nice to see folks from Clarkdale. Enjoy that area there. Joyce Gressett joins us. Good morning to you. Joyce Godwin, Long Creek. How are y'all doing today? See, LaWanda said she was about 10 years old when it was that cold. You just can't get enough clothes on when it gets to that degree. I got to get my my logs lit. They came on, went off, and no one's volunteered to climb in there and fix it. I guess it's going to be me, isn't it? Yeah, I'll do that before I get cold. I like to back up to a fireplace with those gas logs. I'm not going to lie. You back up to a wooden fireplace there, and you're going to be cutting wood all winter. A lot of people love that smell, though, that they really like that. It depends on what you like, what you want to do. I prefer the gas logs myself. Love them to death there. Good morning to Linda Culpepper. Glad to have you here as well. Again, join us here in just a little while. We'll go live at 8 a.m. with a morning show to tell you all about what has gone on over the weekend in our area. Arrests that were made Saturday morning. Pretty big one there for the Meridian Police Department. And everything that affects you nationwide. We've got those stories and so much more. Things that impact you that you need to know. That's what we share. We'll hope you'll join us beginning right here, 8 a.m. We'll go live here, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and also we'll be live on television. Join us on your Comcast cable, channel 248, or you can twist that antenna and find 24.3. Watch us. How long have I been on Twitch? Oh, I don't really know. We added Twitch a little bit ago, but it's on there. Not as many people watch from Twitch. It's a gaming channel, but it's a great signal to have it. Glad you're joining us there. Thank you so much from Dallas, Texas there. People from all over watch us, and we do appreciate that. As always, we'll be here to let you know breaking news, and also when weather goes bad, we'll chase that or let you know maybe wording it, following it street by street is the best way to do that. Always here 24/7 to back you up. We'll be back very soon as the morning sun is coming up and cold, freezing in Meridian. 32 right now from Scotty Ray's Weather. We'll see you in just a little while. Join us back for live.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by